Hello YouTube, I'm going to do a video today about the installation of a MKIII AK handguard by Damage Industries. You can find them at damageusa.com. First impressions, this rail system is definitely well engineered. The gas tube this replaces your gas tube, by the way. Ridiculously beefy, even so that they could have slimmed it down and save some of the weight that this adds. Not too much more, but weight is weight. These side rails kind of stick out. They serve really no purpose for the most part except mounting actual side rails on with these holes and securing the lower handguard to the gas tube through these. They could have cut out some of this extra metal in various areas and reduced the weight a little bit. But that's that. Install it. Clear the weapon. Take off the top cover. Let's get this. Recoil spring. Bolt carrier and bolt. All AKs have a locking lever here or here to take off the gas tube. Just simply release the locking lever and maneuver until the gas tube comes out. Lower handguard is different for each one as well. Well, not for each one, but for a couple of different variants. Locking lever right here to release the collar. Slide the collar up. Pull out the lower handguard. Simple as that. Now to install this, it's almost as simple. Take your lower, put it in the same way the other lower fits. Don't let it lock on you. Lower the collar down. Lock that in place. Now this will wobble. That's normal at this point of the procedure. Don't freak out. Installing the gas tube, same way as before. Press in. Now, you might run into this, you might not. I had to file actually a pretty good portion of the gas tube off there, right at the bottom part. The marks on the top here are just from the little locking mechanism inside there. But I couldn't even put the gas tube onto the gas port like that. And there's absolutely no hope of doing that. So once you got that in place, if you do have to file, like I said, rail right there is the top. I had to file right down here and go slow, use a fine file, take off a little bit of time and check. Don't get carried away because it could be out $159 if you take off too much metal. I'm not sure what the return policy would be on that, but it's definitely user error. Now we have the gas tube on and the lower handguard. Still wobbles, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 slots of these screws that come with the kit go. Insert a screw into there, take the Allen wrench they give you. At this point, you would apply Loctite to these screws. They did not give me Loctite with the kit. I don't know if that was a fluke or what, but honestly I think that's pretty poor. I mean, it's not really all parts included to assemble, because those will walk out on you. Kind of like getting a something without batteries. I guess it's to be expected, but and most of us have those little tubes of Loctite lying around. For this, I would definitely use the blue Loctite, the non-permanent stuff, because I'm sure at some point you want to take off the gas tube or maybe clean down under the lower handguard. So you put these 4 screws in, hand tighten. Don't get ridiculous on them. I mean, you're just dealing with aluminum. But there we go. Nice say the lower handguard isn't moving. Now another mechanism they've added here, right here on the lower handguard, one on each side, there's a little locking nut kind of, right here. And what you do, that's meant to hold the lower handguard tight to the trunnion. Now, only turn them like half or a quarter turn each time. You don't want one side pushing out. But get it nice and finger tight on there. That'll help secure it down even just a little bit further. I don't honestly think that's all that necessary. I think it's pretty tight already, but I guess that would prevent wobble side to side, which definitely could happen since AKs are known to flex, especially barrel flex. So there you go. Well, almost done. Gotta reinstall your bolt carrier and bolts. Recoil spring and top cover. There you go. Your AK is now modified with some abrasive bumpy nubs. And I think once I Loctite this down there, this will be a very nice nice rail system. You can, doesn't block the irons at all, of course. Definitely won't co-witness. I couldn't imagine any optic would co-witness with, you see how high that rail runs. But that's really not a big deal. Get a quick detach thing, take it off, or get a really beefy optic, and then you will probably never have to. Get a side mounting optic back here. That'll lift it up above that so you don't have a problem too. But there you go.